Hello everyone. Today we have a few market tips using the buy list to determine whether a card's value is strong or weak. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
So what do I mean when the value is strong or weak? I mean, you have a retail price of a card and whether its value is strong, meaning that price is either bound to go up or not likely to go down anytime soon. If a card's value is weak, man, if it gets reprinted, that card is going to dive. Or if more of a certain set is open that it's in, that card's going to drop. Let's take a look at some of what I'm talking about here, right? And this is me using the buy list to look at this type of stuff, because who knows better about the real market value of cards than the people selling them, and selling a lot of them. The first card we're going to look at, Penman's Aura. So you see here, it has a $4, and I talk about credit because that's what I use it for, right? And that comes closer to the price. $4.94 credit, right? So what you do is you compare it to the regular price, the average, the market. It's about $1 less than market, so that's what, 20% less than market? That's not that bad. That's pretty close. That's fairly strong. Here you have Alpheto Alchemist at $12.35, and here at $14.25. Again, less than $2 on more than 10. That's not that big of a difference. Thoughtseize. This is an example of a weak card. Look, not a weak card, a weak price. This is a great card. It's been used, but it's been reprinted so many times, and the one that I'm going to use is clearly the most recent one, the Showcase, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, $4.81 in credit, and, the retail is $8. So to me, that retail price, that's not that, like if you had a bunch and you're selling them at $8, you're not going to sell them that fast. That's basically what it's saying, right? But if you have a bunch of Alpheto Alchemists and you're selling them at 12, 13, close to retail, you're going to sell them faster than Thoughtseizes, that's all. I mean, look, it can be used in the opposite way too, right? Like, I was just curious about what certain Modern Horizons 3 cards were doing. So what I did was I went to the buy list. I filtered it by Modern Horizon 3 variants. And then I'm just looking, curious about the Eldrazi and what's going on. But then I noticed this right here. You see all these fetches, the foil retro fetches. Now, a few days ago, when this set first came out, these, depending on which fetch, they were all over the buy list. Some not really higher, but a lot lower and spaced out. Now that they're all grouped together like this at like the $31 to $40, $38 price, it shows me that Card Kingdom is realizing that they're actually rare and that they're going to be desired and valuable. With Modern Horizons 2, this wasn't the case. They were more common and there was a lot of different versions, so you didn't see something like this. So when I was just looking through the buy list and I noticed this, that's what this tells me. When I see this big clump right after the Eldrazi and the big hits from the set, you see this big chunk of fetches. And you go down here and you look at, say, the borderless ones, the borderless foils, the next, I don't know, ultimate version. And if you look at that, they're not clumped like that, okay? And they reflect more of the difference between the fetches value-wise, right? Whereas, like this Polluted Delta retro frame is worth this almost as much as the Windswept Heath borderless foil. But, is not like that here. They're all fairly close in price, and that to me is speaking to rarity and difficulty to pull and desirability from a buy list perspective. Just something small to look at here when you're looking around and kind of doing your research. I found that interesting when I came across it, and I've been developing this idea of buy list to retail ratio for a while. If you can ask Kylan, I don't know if any of you know Kylan, but I've been talking to him about it. Like when you see a card and you're doing your buy list and you're like, because when I buy collections or open boxes on the channel, right? I put on this side, I put the TCG player app price, which is retail, and on this side, I put buy list price. So I'm encountering this a lot, and a lot of times I'll see, you know, the retail price will be a lot lower than a lot higher than the buy list price, like 50%. The buy list will be like 50% of the retail. But when I see cards that are 80-90% and almost equal, or even sometimes the buy list price will be more than retail, those are strong cards. Those are cards I feel like they have nothing but upward momentum and trajectory behind them. And these other cards that I see get reprinted often, and I see the low, like, you know, 50% or less buy list price than the retail, to me that's just like, there's too many of these, and if there's more introduced, it's going to take a huge hit. And currently, I don't even know if this price is going to hold. That's how I look at it. That's how I use buy lists when it comes to comparing with what's out there in the market currently. It helps give you a more rounded view of what's driving prices and why, aside from, you know, what's being played. I mean, clearly what's being played is going to have a huge effect. And yeah, like the foil retro fetches, this is just, you know, you got to look at your buy list and parse the information that you're seeing. It's not just pictures and words and numbers. It's information. And when you look at it and you look at the pieces of it, a bigger picture starts to form. And this is why I like the buy list as well. Anyway, it's just a little buy list fun today. Remember to like and subscribe. If you're going to buy any cards today, not on Card Kingdom, I got to work on that affiliate link. If you're going to buy any cards today on eBay and or TCG Player, remember to use my affiliate link in the description and up here in the QR code. It is free and easy to use. You click on it, shop like normal. Helps out a lot. Otherwise, check out my Patreon, and we have repacks. The commercial for those is after the credits. It contains all the information on cost, how to buy them, and what's in them. Otherwise, take care. Have a lovely day. I'll catch you soon.
That's
Peace.
it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?